Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my kitchen again. This is my favorite place. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about some short-term storage items and some items we were able to pick up to add to our supplies for our prepping. One of the things we did, we picked up 20 pounds of regular rice, just plain old rice. We do eat rice sometimes twice to 3 times a week, and that is going back to eat what you prep. If you are not used to eating rice and you're prepping hundreds of pounds of rice, it's going to be very hard for you to adjust. We eat rice and beans because that's a majority of our preps. So rice is important. These are short-term storage, so they're not vacuum sealed. They don't have an oxygen absorber in them, but they are in half-gallon jars. We take them out of the bags and we put them in half-gallon jars. These will go back in my pantry. We also today, and this is 20 pounds, so 20 pounds gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 half-gallon jars. That's going to last us a little while. One of the other things we picked up are these little towels. These are called magic towels, and basically what happens, once they get wet, they expand into a nice sized towel. These are great for a bug out bag, an emergency car kit, even a diaper bag if you've got little ones. So these are great to have on hand. They're $1 a piece at the dollar store. And as you can see, we have 3 bug out bags. So those 3 go in a bug out bag. We have 2 cars with emergency kits. One of these will go in each car. Now this is just the first time I found these at the Dollar Tree, but I'm going to get more as we find them. Because I believe in a grid down scenario, anything like this that stores in a tiny space, which these are very tiny, you could even carry one of these in your purse as a lady, or your teenager's purse, you know, just for good fast cleanup. That's basically all they're going to do for you, or even a quick homemade menstrual pad, or even a bandage. If someone got cut real bad and you needed to put some pressure on, this would help. So that's one of my thoughts on those. The other thing is Clothesline. How many of you are prepping Clothesline? When the grid goes down, that dryer no longer works. I picked up 4 50-foot rolls of Clothesline today, and I will be picking up more of these as I can. And keep in mind, clotheslines, they're going to be outdoors mostly, unless you're stuck in an apartment. We have ours under a roof on our back porch because technically we're not allowed to hang clothes out here. But I transitioned to hanging my clothes out years ago, and I actually enjoy the whole process. But if you don't have things stocked like clothesline and clothespins, when the grid goes down, how are you going to hang your clothes? Washing them may be very easy. Hanging them up might be a different story. So get yourself a couple packs of clothesline and some clothespins, and have those part of your, maybe in a bucket as part of your preps. I think it's a great prep item to have. And I'm going to show you something else that I prep, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, the lighting isn't real great in here, but this is one of my other preps. This is all canning supplies. These are my jars. I keep my rings. As you can see, they're in gallon-sized baggies. I keep even a few pickle jars from the grocery store for things like herbs and other things. So that is an important prep. We added, I think, 4 cases of cans today to our preps. That is not the only thing. I am also stocking puzzles. This is my puzzle table. It's an empty bedroom, so I've been utilizing it in many different ways. But as you can see up there, I'm going to resale stores, thrift stores, Goodwills, Lighthouse Ministries, we have those down here, and I'm buying as many puzzles as I can. Why? One, I absolutely love building puzzles. It's something I was taught as a child. 2, in a grid down scenario or an SHTF scenario, what are you going to do with all your downtime? If you're not doing something that calms you and de-stresses you, you will have mental issues. Let's figure out what calms you and de-stresses you. It could be books. It could be Sudokus. It could be crossword puzzles. Get those on hand and stockpile them. It's vital. One of the other things, and this is just a spare bedroom, so it's kind of messy, but I've commandeered this shelf in my spare bedroom, and one of the things I stock is dissolvable canning labels, wide mouth, I don't know if it'll focus, but these are my wide mouth lids, and they're just the inside lid. They're not the rings, because I have plenty of rings. These are my regular mouth, and I plan on filling, absolutely filling this shelf to the brim with lids. Why? Because when the SHTF happens, if the stores are not functioning and the trucks aren't rolling to restock a store, these items will not be available. You have to stockpile. And I also am stockpiling. I got some salsa mix, some pickle mixes, because cucumbers and pickles are vital to us. There's some more salsa mix. It's not as organized back here as I would like. Now, one of the other things, Mrs. Wegg's, is a product I highly, highly recommend for canners. This makes an amazing salsa with just a touch of heat. Everybody has enjoyed the homemade salsa I made this year. And if you can get Mrs. Wegg's spaghetti powders, absolutely stockpile those. Because if you're stocking rice and pasta, you're going to want to grow tomatoes. And with your homegrown tomatoes, you're going to want to make spaghetti sauce. So with the mix already packaged, these are like Mylar bags. These bags have a silver, you see that edge there? It's silver. That's a thin Mylar bag. So these are going to store for quite a long time because they've been packaged well. But keep in mind, stockpile what's going to help you make or produce food, or both. Food is going to be one of your most important assets in a grid down or SHTF situation. Listen to me, please. Get your food in order. Get your thoughts in order. Teach yourself how to can. YouTube is amazingly great with amazing people who can and teach you step by step how to do this. I am a self-taught canner, so YouTube has been my go-to for canning. Learn how to grow some herbs. Even if it's just a pot of parsley or a pot of rosemary, grow it. Learn to dry it. Learn how to preserve it. I put back a quart jar yesterday and I vacuum sealed the jar of rosemary. Absolutely important to have some spices on hand. If you cannot grow in your area because it's dead winter, I get that. Then go out and buy some. Make sure you have enough to get through at least 1 to 2 years. Because in that time frame you could end up with a nice spring garden full of herbs that you can start preserving. Keep in mind, 1 to 2 years bare minimum. But start with 6 months. If you get your 6 months done, then go to your 1 year. Then when your 1 year's done, go to your 1.5 years. This is how it happens, people. And if you don't have it, with the way things are going in our country right now, you will need this, or you will need to have something you can barter for this. But let me tell you something from my perspective. I will not be bartering my food or how I stock supplies like this to preserve my food. Because we don't know how long the situation will last. Will it last a year? Will it last 10 years? So stock what you need and as much as you can, but learn to do it properly. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. Please start getting your guns and ammo in stock now. Don't wait, because I think we're going to need them sooner than we all planned. God bless and take care.